All right, so once again, I think we got the match starting out right now. Or no? Is it? I mean, all the players are on the server. I can tell you a little bit about the players, though. Dunste is the only Danish player to ever play in the TMGL. So, very, very good Danish player. JakeRay is also known as one of the best Danish players. Then we have Radiance, which has been casting TMGL back in the day, as well as being a competitive esports player as well. And then we have SolivaganTz, or Soli as I call him, which might be the newest addition to the good players in Denmark. But he is incredibly good, currently I think 4th in the world in matchmaking, as well as I think top 10 on the leaderboard overall in the world on the campaign, and also a solid Div 1 player. Also, apparently Dunste has all online world records, is what I get told in chat. So, Dunste currently on seed 1, it looks like, because he has all the world records. Literally every single one of them. So let's see, he is rocking a alternative version of the Danish skin. Pretty cool. He's on first as well. JakeRay not too far behind though. And you're going to see the pace of this match. God damn, these players are driving clean lines. A wide line, and there you have Dunste touching the outside wall. And that's going to leave a JakeRay and Radiance to fight for that first place. Here we have a tight right-handed drift. Want to make sure you get enough speed, and there you see Radiance did not drift enough, and he now touches the left-hand wall, and that's going to leave Soli to overtake for 2nd place. And Dunste on 3rd, Radiance on 4th with a 50.3. Now, I don't know what the actual world record is, but I know the record on the server is a 50.054. So I'm assuming the world record might be just below 50. Here we have Soli trying to push in the rest of the field. He is behind just a little bit. Now, Soli is very, very good at hunting, and he's very good at matchmaking. But these maps are a lot harder than the matchmaking maps. And the question is he going to be as consistent on maps like this as he is in the matchmaking queue? That's going to clip him on that little triangle, and that's going to put him back in the field. It's going to be Radiance and Dunste fighting for the finish. Dunste getting more exit speed in the transition, pushing him just ahead of Radiance. And Soli is actually going to share that 3rd place with Radiance, while JakeRay and Dunste share the 1st and 2nd. Now, this might as well have been the actual grand finals, because all of these players are incredibly fast at the game. Let's take a look at the back here. Where's Soli? Did Soli make a mistake? No, he's not too far behind. He can still overtake just 1 or 2 people. It is really easy to make a mistake, especially on the right-hander that comes up after this. So this right-hander right here. Let's see if anybody makes any mistake. No, it does look like everybody got it, actually. So this will almost for certain be the field. It is JakeRay, Radiance, Dunste, and Soli, but all of the players are driving so close to each other, and JakeRay got a nice time. That is the fastest time on the server. Probably not the world record, but still a very respectable time there from JakeRay, a 50.047. So let's see if anybody can beat that. That is the fastest time that has been driven in, I'm guessing, in the tournament so far. Live matches. Solly is losing ground to the rest of his peers here, being the first one to fall below 100 points. You can see it in the top right of the screen. Here we have Solly going for a very beautiful wide line on the uphill dirt section, and that pushed him all the way up to that second place, fighting for first with Dunste. We saw a slight mistake there from, I think it was Radiance. So now Solly actually fighting for first, overtook for first, and Dunste is going to have to concede that first place. And Solly taking home the -2 points. Well played, Solly. Starting all the way from the uphill dirt section, where he got that beautiful white line, and he just kept on pushing it all the way until the finish, and it worked out for him. Once again, just going over the point system while we have the warm-up here on Clubhead. The way the point system works is that the players, they lose points every round. The better you did, the less points you lose. The first player to reach, or sorry, any player to reach 0 points will get into the finalist position, in which case, if they lose a round, they'll get eliminated. So the mode is called Reverse Cup mode because it is the reverse of the regular Cup mode. You start off with maximum points and then you slowly lose them. And what we're playing for is the fact that the 2 players that win here will be put into the grand final. So top 2 of this match will be put into the grand final of the tournament. The bottom 2 will go into the consolation final and fight once again to get into the grand final. Also, can we put in the title of the stream that it's the upper bracket final or something? So that it's visible. Also, Solly with a huge mistake in the very first turn. That's going to put him far behind. JakeRay also with a mistake, and it's now going to be Radiance and Dunste fighting for that first place. World record is a 47.094. So anything close to 47.1 will be huge. So let's see what these players they can come up with. Now these are some of the best players in the entirety of Denmark fighting here in the upper bracket final, and Dunste overtaking here in the last section, and that's going to be a 47.5. So they are driving like 0.4 behind world record here. Radiance taking that second place. I don't know who has the... No, that's not true. Actually, no. Dunste has the world record because Dunste has world records on all of the maps. So that's the guy we're looking at right here. Also the only Danish player to ever participate in the TMGL. He participated in the beta season, I think it was. Way back when TMGL was played on TM2 instead of TM 2020. Because TM 2020 didn't exist at that point. Or does he really have world record? And I'm pretty confident he has world record. I'm pretty confident he has world record on all of the maps. Dunste has practiced. But even though you have your good PB, even though you have a good offline time, that doesn't necessarily always translate perfectly into rounds, as Radiance is going to take that first place away from him. With a 47.3. 47.36. Dunste on second. Solly on third. And JakeRay on fourth. So Solly no longer too far away. You can see the field is a lot closer this time than it was in the previous match. With the first player, or the first place being Dunste with 92, and last place being Solly with 76. But still, that's not too much points separating the players. There's still a lot to fight for. Once again, it's reverse cup mode, so the players are losing points every time, which means that the player with the, with the least points is in the... Okay, I mean, it would always be the player with the least points is in the back, but you know what I mean, right? It's reverse cup mode, so the players are losing points every single round. You want to lose as few as possible. Ooh, Radiance almost with a mistake there. I don't know if that was on purpose. Dunste taking an inside line on the dirt, actually pushing him far up ahead in that first place, gaining him 0.1 of a second, and then jumping straight into the finish here on first place ahead of Radiance. Radiance must have made a small mistake because he did not get that third place. JakeRay jumping up to second, Radiance on third, Soli on fourth, and Soli cannot afford to take a lot of these fourth places because he's losing a lot of points. He's now a full 10 points behind that third place. A 10-point deficit to third place is scary. So let's take a look at Soli here. Let's see if he can get some points back, or I mean, I guess, lose some points less. Lose less points this round here. He is on first place with a full car length ahead. So he's doing well so far. JakeRay with a huge mistake. Soli's still in the lead, but Radiance and Dunste are trying to push as hard as they can. Soli with a nice inside line, and he might be able to keep it. Oh, they're so close, all of them driving next to each other, that it's actually gonna be Dunste taking that first place, Soli taking second, Radiance taking third, and JakeRay taking fourth, and the players are so close to each other. Soli and Radiance only 3 thousandths away from each other. Great race from all the players. Thank you, Lamar. I appreciate it. Once again, we got persistence. Dunste does have the world record. He also has the server record on this map. What is happening? Is Radiance having some scam by Ebu? Oh, is there some oh, you got second place, we got -7 points. Oh no. Unfortunately, Ubisoft servers are trying to scam away Soli from all the points that he can get. But it is the first round of persistence, and I don't think Soli is going to make him, or I don't think Soli is going to have that affect him in the slightest, as he's currently in the lead. But this is a difficult map as well. Very, very technical. Also pretty long. With a more than a minute long best time here on the server. Soli conceding that first and second place. Jumping down to third. Wide line here for all the players. Radiance had to save it a little bit. That's going to push him down, maybe all the way to fourth. JakeRay keeping that lead, but Soli is going to try to attack. Here comes Dunste as well. Is he gonna get it? Soli with too much speed ends up in a drift. That's gonna be Dunste fighting for that second place with Radiance. JakeRay still in the first place. And all the players maintain the position. Soli unfortunately losing that first place all the way down to fourth with that drift on the cone shape. Unfortunate. Unfortunate for Soli. Thank you, Ice Cube. So hopefully Soli can get back on foot here. But yeah, you definitely don't want to drift there on that cone shape. That will lose you a heck of a lot of time, but you also want to push the speed as much as possible, of course. Soli going wider than the others. Don't think that was quite on purpose. And there is a touch from Radiance. So at least Solly is going to go ahead and gain a 1 position from that. But it's not over yet, because he can still overtake and still get closer here. We see a lot of people touch the the right-handed wall there. Solly playing it really safe, not going super wide. And that's going to be JakeRay and Dunste fighting for first and second up here. Dunste going wide on that one here. You want to make sure you get enough speed. You want to make sure to get as much speed as possible, but not as much speed as to slide out. And Dunste is going to try to see if he can keep that first place. JakeRay on second. Is Solly here on third? No, yes, no, he's not. He got third, but got scammed once again. And that's going to push him down to minus 10 points. He got scammed again. What? He got third, but minus 10 points. 2 scams in a row for Solly. That is hella unfortunate. Hella unfortunate for Solly. That is minus 3 points more that he shouldn't have gotten. So Solly is now 5 points less than what he could have had before. On the plus side, Radiance is 5 points up than what he could have had before. But Radiance now on first place. Solly, unfortunately, on fourth place. I mean, I'd understand if there's a little bit of tilt coming in from Solly, but that's a huge mistake there from JakeRay. Solly being able to overtake for that third place now. Dunste is fighting for first with Radiance, but is kind of far behind, so unless Radiance makes a huge mistake, I don't know if that's going to work out for him. It is not. But Solly was able to take third place this time and indeed take those 7 points instead of the 10. Yeah, technically Radiance should be 5 points less and Solly should be 5 points more. So Radiance could be at 50 and Solly could be at 37. But right now, it actually looks like it's more a fight between JakeRay and Radiance to see who gets knocked down to the consolation final. Here's Solly on a clear first place. 0.1 ahead of the rest of the field. Hopefully he can maintain that first place here. He needs to go for a wide line. He cannot safe it. He did not safe it. That looked very risky, but that also pushed him even further ahead. And Solly now in the lead. Can he redeem himself? Oh, we have a mistake. Almost thought Solly was going to make a mistake as well. Radiance now on first. What happened to Solly? Did he have to slow down? I think he actually touched as well. And that's going to push him down to third place. And we have a first and second here. Radiance on first. Dunste on second. Such an unfortunate drift there by Solly. But he's getting that third place. And that's going to be important for Radiance that JakeRay lost 10 solid points. That is going to be really important for Radiance. Thank you, Shigino. Did you guys, if you got a prime, it could be really cool that you primed or subbed on my actual partner anniversary. So every time that you resubbed, it would be on the anniversary. I think that's pretty cool, but or every time that you primed. Either way, sorry, that was a little bit of a shill. Or you could follow the channel if you haven't already. That would be really nice of you as well. Thank you. But let's focus in on the Danish National Championships. I can chill out on any other times, but right now I gotta be a little bit professional, even though it is kind of a watch party. Even though it is kind of a watch party, we are once again here on Dunste, which means Danishness, I guess. Danishness? I think Danishness is the right word for it. Woo, Mertz! With a brand new tier 1, so thank you so much. I appreciate that. Thank you. Pogorino as well. Thank you so much for the Prime. To Totodile. Let's see. We got Radiance. See, that drift there is so scary. World record in chat, I get told, is a 58.4, basically. Anything close to a 58.4 is going to be really good. Solly here in the lead. Hopefully, Solly can maintain that lead because he really needs these -2 instead of the -10 or -7 that he's been getting quite often here recently. Radiance trying to push in ahead of him. He also wants to make sure that JakeRay is closer to getting eliminated than himself. Solly going wide in the ending, and that's actually going to push him all the way down to that. Wait, where's Solly? What happened to Solly? Did he miss the finish? I really thought I was going to push him down to 3rd, but no 4th. And now Solly only has 15 points left. But on the positive side of everything, on the positive side of it, we still know that Solly seems to be really good at this map, right? He was in first for at least the first half of the map. So hopefully he can show some more of that side of him here. And gain some of those first places that he desperately needs right now. Oh, a little bit of a slower section there from Solly, and that's going to push him all the way down to 4th, dude. Radiance on first. JakeRay fighting with Dunste. And Radiance for that first place. They're actually driving so close to each other. All 3 players here driving neck and neck. But Radiance hitting that outside wall with the back right wheel. That might actually give Solly an opportunity to overtake. Not quite, because Solly has made another mistake, so he's even further behind now. JakeRay with a lot of drifting going on right there. He is going to get overtaken for that 2nd place. Went a little bit too tight. Lost a lot of that momentum going into the finish line. Beware, Danes. I hope you're going to enjoy Denmark. Thank you guys for the congratulations. Oh, JakeRay with a huge mistake. Did he save it? Is he still in? There's no way. He's not on last. JakeRay with a last-minute adjustment to make sure that he doesn't slide out or do it. I don't know how he kept the speed, but 2 people into the pillar at the same time. And Dunste, look at him all alone in the lead. And Solly should really have capitalized on this situation, but he's all the way in the back. And he's not even driving anymore. So JakeRay and Dunste now, once again, fighting against each other. Solly is going to lose those last 5 points. Now, what's going to happen now? Now, what's going to happen is that Solly is going to go into finalist position. He's going to lose these last 5 points. But he's not out yet. If he's only out if he loses one more round, okay? So he needs to lose again for himself to be out, which, you know, we've seen Solly clutch out quite a lot of things here in the past. So let's see if he can make sure not to get that last place. The fight we're also looking at here is JakeRay versus Radiance, because JakeRay is at 24 points, Radiance is at 39. So JakeRay is closer to getting eliminated, and Radiance wants to make sure that he stays ahead of JakeRay, even if it's just by 1 position. But let's take a look at Solly, as he is the one who is in danger of getting eliminated. He's on 2nd place right now, which is more than fine for him. It doesn't matter whether he gets 3rd or 1st. For him, it actually makes no difference, because he cannot lose any more points. So it doesn't matter if he loses 7 or loses 2. As long as he's not in that 4th place, he's happy. But he is almost getting overtaken for it. Radiance is looking hungry. but he is not able to get it, and that's going to be Solly surviving one more round, and JakeRay is going to be super happy about Radiance getting that 4th place because he's going to lose 10 points, and they're now 5 points closer to each other. So, JakeRay on 19, Radiance on 29, and then we have Dunste still with 60 points left. Dunste definitely showing the people why he is in the winner bracket final. We gotta hydrate. I will hydrate to that. Thank you very much. Thank you. Remember to drink water, guys. I'm actually gonna go ahead and get some more water right now before the first round. I'll take less than 30 seconds, don't worry. I'm back. Told you it would take less than 30 seconds. I timed myself using the in-game timer. My author time run on going out and getting drinks is 20 seconds, but this one took 25 seconds, so honestly it was a little bit close, a little bit slow. Okay, we are on the first round of Bedstefar and jeg, or Bedstefar og jeg, which means Granddad and me. That's what the map name is. And I really like this map. This is my favorite map of the map pack. It's really clean to drive. It's super fun to drive. It's tricky. It has risky sections. There's Solly. No! Solly might be eliminated right now. Unless there's another mistake from ahead. That is going to be Solly getting eliminated. Is he going to make the jump? He is. Everybody else also made the jump. Let's take a look here in the front. We got the top 3 players. They are still not making a mistake, and Solly is seconds behind. So I think that's going to be us saying goodbye to Solly for now. But do not fret, guys, because Solly is not eliminated from the tournament. He lost the upper bracket final, but he will go into the consolation finals, guys. He will still be playing in the consolation finals and still have a chance to make it into the grand finals. So it's not over for him yet. It's not over for him yet. So we're going to be looking at JakeRay, Radiance, and Dunste. Okay? JakeRay, Radiance, and Dunste. The real fight that we're looking at is going to be JakeRay versus Radiance. JakeRay is only 12 points from getting into that elimination position, but Radiance is only 24 points away. So they're very close to each other. So every single one of these points are super important for both these players. Now Dunste is still at 58 points, so he has some leeway to work with. Now he's not safe, of course. You can never be safe in tournaments like this. But he has definitely put himself in a great position. JakeRay had to respawn. That's gonna be Dunste fighting with Radiance. This is not good for JakeRay. He's gonna be losing 7 points. Those are 7 points he cannot afford to lose. Definitely not if Radiance is gonna get the -2 here, and he is. Oh no, okay, so they removed the -2. Okay, this is actually something I did not know. So now it's -5, -7, and -10. Okay, so Radiance still loses 5 points, but that means JakeRay loses 10. And he's now forced, no matter where JakeRay ends up now, he's gonna go into that elimination position. So JakeRay is still gonna try to push it. He's definitely gonna try to push it, but he's not pushing it because he wants to lose less points. He's pushing it because he wants Radiance to lose more points. So, JakeRay will try to get first to make sure that Radiance loses as many points as possible. What JakeRay is hoping for is that Radiance will be getting that last place 2 times in a row to get put into that elimination spot as fast as possible. But Dunste currently in the back. Oh, JakeRay going very wide, but using that outside beam to actually push himself down the downhill there and maintaining that first place. Dunste making a couple of mistakes. We haven't seen him make a lot of mistakes, but there you are. There you see Dunste making the mistakes. And it's going to be JakeRay first, Radiance second, and Dunste on third place. Now, Dunste can't afford to lose these 10 points. He's still gonna be at a comfortable 41 points. JakeRay is gonna be put in that finalist position, and Radiance is gonna have 12 points left to go. But JakeRay only needs to beat Radiance a couple of times for them to even out. He only needs to beat Radiance a couple of times. So let's see. JakeRay in the elimination position. Is he going to be able to force Radiance into an elimination position for himself? Oh, that's a huge mistake from Radiance, and this could be a free round for JakeRay to stay in for just one more round. And that's also going to mean that Radiance is quite likely going to be getting that minus 10 points. That's going to push him down to only 2 points left. Now, JakeRay is just trying to push Dunste down even further, but he did overtake, and Dunste could lose 5 points instead of, 7 points instead of 5, but it's only a 2 points difference. It's not the biggest. Dunste isn't too mad about it. It's all about just getting into that finish, and Radiance is now down to 2 points. He's asking whether or not he's finalist. Okay, Radiance is actually a finalist. He asked whether or not he was finalist. So I can't say yes or no, but technically Radiance didn't lose 5 points earlier. Okay, they're both finalists. They're both finalists, guys. They're both finalists. Good guy Radiance says, hey, I'll be a finalist, even though he has 2 points left. But these 2 points are only there because of a miscalculation from Ubisoft part, from the server side. So Radiance says, okay, you know what, I'll be finalist. So we got 2 finalists. Now remember, guys, let me show you guys this one more time. Let me show you guys this one more time. This is what the players are fighting for. This trophy, as well as 1,600 buggerinos, Danish buggerinos, which is less than American buggerinos, but still money in the bank, okay? Still professional money in the bank. I quickly have to reset my headset because my headset ran out of battery, but I can still cast without a headset on because I am just that professional, guys. Here we got 3 people left, and we only have 1 person that can end up in the last position if we want to continue this final. JakeRay and Radiance are both fighting to see who will move on to the grand final and who will have to play in the consolation final. Radiance currently on 4th place. Everybody getting a very nice wide line. Dunste with a mega mistake. And that actually might mean that JakeRay and Radiance have another round to play. Yeah, 1,600 Scandi dollars. Dunste, he clipped a hole in the floor. Dunste clipped the little square hole in the floor on the turn. He for the stream. True. Okay, so that means we have another round, and Dunste is now only at 24 points, which means that, I mean, if Dunste technically loses 3 rounds in a row, he's also going to be a finalist, but Dunste has shown so much consistency that I don't think he's going to be losing 3 rounds in a row right now. So it is, in my mind, going to be between JakeRay and Radiance, and they're going to be fighting to see who is going to be the first one eliminated here, or the only one eliminated going into the consolation finals, or who's going to go into the grand finals. I mean, they're too close. It's so hard to call anything right here. Radiance will be taking a little bit of a backseat, but he has more speed, getting back up to JakeRay, and they're neck and neck again. A tight right-handed drift. This is going to determine so much. Both of them risking it quite a lot. And the final turn, is it going to be Radiance? Is it going to be JakeRay? They're neck and neck, and Radiance takes it home. JakeRay will be going into the consolation final. Radiance in the grand final. What a great round to end it off on. That was such a great upper bracket final. Well played to all of